Some of the common faults we see out of the wind-up position is the pitcher oftentimes gets on the rubber in a very tense position. He's like this, his feet are real close together, and he's very tense. So we want him to spread his feet apart, nice and relaxed. We have some pitchers that take a real heavy rocker step back and the weight transfers back towards second base. As they lift up, there's a tendency to start moving forward, rushing the motion. Or you'll have other pitchers, they'll take a heavy rocker step to the side. The weight transfers towards first base. As they lift up, now it transfers towards third base, and there's a tendency to throw across the body that way. The next thing we see of young pitchers, they like to swing the leg up. As they come up, they swing up versus lifting up. And of course, as soon as you swing like this, you're out of balance and you have to make a correction as you come forward. So we ask our pitchers to take a soft rocker back and lift the knee and let the foot hang. They're in this position and not swinging up. Also, you have pitchers that have a violent leg lift. They come here and they kick way up high and real quick. Again, they're out of balance. And balance and alignment in this part of the motion is very, very important. Pitchers at all levels have problems controlling their stride. And what we teach, we want the right-hand pitcher to work off the right half of the rubber. The left-hand pitcher works off the left side of the rubber. There's an advantage on the curveball, and it's more threatening to the hitter. Okay, now we measure from the ball of the pivot foot straight to the plate. So when the pitcher takes a stride, he should land right on a straight line, should land flat-footed, the toes pointed in slightly right here. That'd be a good landing spot. Now let me show you some of the faults that we see. Have a lot of pitchers, young pitchers, who throw across their body. They over-rotate, they're out of balance, and they swing the leg out, and they'll land way over here. Okay, now they have to rotate the trunk more to get the ball in the strike zone. They lose a lot of power, and there's a lot more strain on the shoulder muscles, okay? So that would be throwing across the body. Let me show you what happens. He swings the leg out and lands over here across the midline of the body. Now, younger pitchers who are under 14, 15 years old, because they do not have real good abdominal strength and hip flexor strength, they actually stride open. So they come over here, and then their front shoulder opens, the body opens, and all they can do is catapult the ball. They don't have any power. So if you're going to make a mistake, I'd rather have them go across their body than open. So you have to teach those young pitchers to stride in a straight line. Okay? Now, all pitchers have a problem of landing on the heel. And when you land on your heel, your foot flies open, your hip opens sooner, and then the next thing you know, your shoulder's coming open with it. So it's very important you land flat-footed here and not land on the heel where it flies open like this, and then your hip and everything comes open. Here's a stride fault that causes a problem with the follow-through and balance. Really hurts control. Pitcher strides, he lands on his heel, foot flies open, and now this leg starts to collapse to the outside. He doesn't have a strong stride leg. Remember, we said we want to have the toes pointed in slightly, the knee directly to the plate, nice, firm, solid base, stable base to which pitch on. The guy that does this, and this leg collapses, you'll see him throw, and his body will fall off towards first base if he's right-handed. So it'd look like this. See him swing way around. He has to learn to get the foot down properly, brace it up, nice and firm, so he can throw and follow through there and not collapse the leg. Very, very common for high school pitchers to see that, and the ball takes off up and into a right-hander. They can't control the ball. Body's going one way, and the arm has to compensate the other. Now let's take a look at Mark Wohlers from the front and concentrate on the lower part of the body. Notice his stance is relaxed and squared and balanced. Pitches from the right half of the rubber. Takes a rocker step back, soft and short step, and the head stays over the posting leg. He pivots his foot off in front of the rubber, and notice as he lifts his leg up, he's standing tall in a nice firm posting position. You can see the front side is closed, the hip and shoulders closed up, and he lowers his leg down and out directly to the plate. Lands on a flat foot, toes pointed in slightly, and his leg is flexed, and now he braces the leg as he comes up over it. You can see the hips come up over, and he has a good backside drive with the leg and hip coming into the pitch.